Hi, I'm Niall. This is NCS.
And I'm
Hi, I'm Niall. This is NZCS Tactical Tinkle.
Tinkle?
All the tinkle.
We're
Hi,
Tinkle Gaming?
I'm Niall, and this is NZCS Tactical Gaming. When do we go from here?
I like Tinkle Gaming. I think that should be canon now.
And we're going to, the caves of the formerly known as the unknown. Known as the unknown.
Tinkle Gaming?
What are you calling it now?
Tinkle Gaming.
Tinkle Gaming. Fine.
The caves of the now known.
But they're not known because he hasn't been there.
That's because just because we
The
haven't been
caves
there
of
doesn't
the
mean they're not known.
The caves of the unknown.
Caves of the unknown.
Just don't turn it into a hand.
You don't know me.
I enjoyed that.
When you get to the Knoll Cave, you do need to. What was discussed earlier.
Okay. Again?
So, if I remember correctly, I have no idea where we're at. We're walking into the place with the things. So we're going to need a Varus miniature.
Do you have your mini?
Yeah, just like right here. Somewhere. It was here. It was here.
We were looking all over for it. We could not find it. We thought you took it home to paint.
Oh,
You know what?
The one place we didn't check.
that's not the only place we didn't check. There's many other places. we
Okay,
didn't
well,
check.
that was the
I
less
did-
obvious.
Big bags and hooligans.
How much have you drank already before the game even
Not
started?
nearly enough to be sitting next to you.
Fair enough.
Aisle. I'm just flipping pages. I'm not looking for anything whatsoever. I'm just sitting here. Okay.
Looking important.
Okay, so, well then, in that case, we're going to go to the...
Caves of the now known.
They aren't known. You haven't been there yet. You know you have a map to them.
I've never been to Berlin, but I know it's a place.
Yes, but that doesn't change its name because you know it's a place.
So even if you know the caves of the unknown, they're still the caves of the unknown.
Having a map to the Caves of the Unknown doesn't necessarily mean that it's known. Having a treasure map doesn't mean you have the treasure.
No, but you have a map.
And you don't know that the treasure's there either. Okay, so you go to the Caves of the Unknown, and guess what? Excuse me?
Nothing.
If you say anything along the lines of, they are now known now that you're here, I'm going to pull one of these things off the wall.
They? It's one. It is now known.
Dealer's choice, which one do you want it with?
Deer skin? I don't know.
Death by
Smother you.
suffocation.
The air freshener? Let's go with that. Okay. Oh, air freshener.
Where's the air freshener?
No,
Hey,
careful.
don't get
might
that
kill
shit in
you.
your eyes, man.
That might kill you.
I have no idea where they're.
The air freshener is hanging
Oh,
right there.
yeah, I see now. It's
Oh.
it's literally lined straight up for me at this angle, so like it's 2D for me right now. Damn it.
Hey, watch the drink.
Find the caves with both hands and a map. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I've got both hands and a map.
No, I was talking about him,
Oh.
not you.
No, that's Robert. Robert couldn't find
North.
the ground
With both hands
with both
and a map.
hands, a map, and a pack of
And a-
crayons to tide him over.
We love you,
We love you, Robert.
They love you, Robert.
They do. It's like, let me explain to you how to find the ground. Gravity is a thing. It just hovers in front of
Be
him.
nice to old Oni.
So the ground is to the north?
Only if you turn around.
Make me turn the ship around and find north. Okay, so as you approach, we still have a net problem.
Not as much.
as you approach the location on the map, you can see a large clearing.
It's pretty clear.
On the clearing, you can see one clump of trees, large clump of trees, and then a clump of trees that you can just barely see that there's a cabin in the trees.
A cabin, eh? Nice.
He also had to say cabin in the trees because cabin in the woods is copyrighted.
I just generally don't use the term woods. Mini forest.
That's caused
The-
by this clearing.
Location on the map in relation to what you can see of what is marked as the Caves of the Unknown would be dead center between the two of them. But it's just an open field, grassy field.
I start looking for holes in the ground.
No. Well, I mean, yes, you can,
Okay.
but no, you don't find any.
Why did Jazzy have this stupid map?
Why did Jazzy have anything that he had? Or has? Has or had at this point?
Well,
Had.
for starters, Jazzy didn't have that map. The hermit that he murdered with a cougar.
Shut up. I'm trying to blame Jazzy here, and he was going with it.
I know nothing of this murder.
You didn't watch that side quest, huh?
Uh-uh.
You guys really should watch these videos.
Should watch.
I'm
the
in them.
videos,
Yeah,
I'm
but that would be
just saying.
metagaming. Murdered her. Nice.
Well, to be fair, if he didn't, it was gonna murder him or attempt to. It might have gnawed on his arm a little while before he would have bludgeoned it.
I'm gonna go check out the cabin.
Okay. It's a very small cabin. It's obviously the local farmer. It's his grasslands. I mean, he's been farming these grasses. This is grain grass, so he's using it for harvesting the grass. It is nearly harvest time, guys. It is approaching winter. The leaves are starting to turn on some of the trees.
Why are the leaves turning on the trees? What do the trees do?
You don't know. Have you asked a tree?
I'm not a druid.
Do you speak tree?
Does anyone know a druid?
What?
Nope. Sorry.
Never mind.
I will never you mind.
Seattle had like a total of 3 trees. Why would I need to know how to talk to them?
I don't know. They've been alive for a really long time. It'd be interesting to know what they know.
Because you spend a lot of time in prison and you like wood? He's being quiet. My God, he's being quiet.
Unfun.
One might say he was stumped.
Nice.
Jesus.
That's good. That's good. You can see that the farmer is outside chopping wood. Small wagon, 2-wheel wagon, mule. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna approach the farmer. Now, making myself known well before I get.
Stop! He says.
In the name of love.
No, collaborate and listen.
Ice is back.
Hammer time.
Stop.
So many options.
I know, right?
Let me guess. You're looking for the fucking cave.
Yes, I'm sure you get a
Just-
lot of people
it's-
out this
Go.
way.
Just it's over there. Other woods. Go. Just go away. Leave me alone.
Have a good
Are
day
the
as
other
I turn
woods
around and
where
walk in the direction he was
The Caves
pointing.
of Chaos are?
No. He's on your map, the one you just picked up. The Cave of the Unknown should be in between where he is, where his little farm is, and where the the other stand of woods is. Now, from his house, from his where he
I'm
is,
just making sure he's not directing me to the Caves of Chaos.
No. He
Okay,
pointed
cool.
straight over for that, towards the direction where you saw when you were coming in, the clump of woods that was over on the other end. Now you do note that from his house there is a rise that prevents you from seeing those woods.
I'm gonna go in that direction anyways.
I'm going to go up to the rise.
Okay. From the top of the rise, you can see the little woods, clump of woods, maybe 100 feet wide. Just a little oasis in the fields.
But nothing that looks like a cave.
No. Woods.
In that clump of woods right there.
Is
Oh, no. You walked away.
I just want to walk up to the rise.
No, the rise is like, okay, he's here, like 500 feet rise, 500 feet woods.
Okay.
Well separated.
I swear, if there's not a cave in here, I'm going to go beat him with his wagon.
Bears will laugh.
So you're walking towards the woods.
Yeah.
You notice that there is a small cabin in the woods. There's a farmer out there chopping wood. And he's...
Does he have a small two-wheeled wagon?
Yes, and a mule.
I'm going to go pick him up by the neck.
As you approach, he's like, let me guess, you couldn't fucking find it. And then you go pick him up by the neck.
Yeah. I'm walking 1,000 feet back over the rise to the other cabin.
Okay? You see his axe laying right where he dropped it when you picked him up.
I hate this place and everything about it.
You're a dick. He goes back over, grabs his axe, and starts chopping wood again.
Yeah? Yeah, I am. I have an idea. Take us to the cave entrance.
It doesn't work that way.
What the hell do you mean it doesn't work that way?
You can't find it when you're looking for it.
As they're talking, I'm gonna actually kind of sneak into the cabin and see if there's anything to eat.
So I have to be either not looking for it or looking for something else?
Have your friends stand at the top of the rise.
Okay.
Have one of them look at my farm. Have the other look at the other woods. You walk to the one you want to go to. When you get to the cave, you'll then be able to guide your friends there.
I appreciate the help.
Now, it's supposed to be a riddle, but no, you just want a fucking shortcut.
Yes, I do. That is exactly
I
it.
may or may not be telling the truth. He's really fed up with people.
Well, for your safety,
for this shit.
I appreciate the help, and for your safety, I hope you're telling the truth. Bears, quit raiding his fridge!
Come out with a loaf of bread.
He does have bread. He does have bread.
Tear it in half. Throw half to Oni. It's not bacon, but
He's just like,
it's edible.
Ugh. I'm gonna pull 2 gold out of my pocket and hand it to the guy.
hey,
Let's go up.
it's decent for bread. Yeah, it's good.
Let's go up to the ridge. Mig,
Yeah.
come on. I'm gonna need your eyes.
All right.
And
Wait,
we'll go
in-
do exactly what he suggested.
In her
Okay.
skull, right?
Yes, I'm not planning on removing them from her skull.
Thank
Okay.
you.
It's not like I'm making an omelet.
Varys and Mig are standing atop the hill, and they need to roll perception checks. That is not the die I was looking for.
Shit.
Load roll. Roll low.
6.
Yeah. I enjoy 6 too. Where's my... There it is. Huzzah!
Who is watching towards the cave? No, you were walking towards the cave.
26.
Watching. 26. Who is watching towards the cave itself?
Probably him, because I'm following behind him.
No.
No, we're at the top of the ridge.
You
Ah.
two stayed at the top of the ridge.
I'm curious as to what's in the other wood away from the cabin, like how this actually works, so I'm watching in the woods.
So you're watching in the woods, you're not watching him?
Not watching the cabin behind me, looking into the other woods, which is where he's going, right?
She's watching the cabin, he's watching the small set of woods.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
As you walk up to the woods, you see a cabin, and he says, "Can't you guys follow simple fucking directions?"
They're on the ridge. And I walked.
They did something wrong. Try again.
I'm gonna walk back up to the ridge. I'm... You! Stand like this. You! Stand like this.
Perception checks.
25.
What are you watching?
I'm watching Oni.
Okay,
2.
he watches you. You approach the woods, and you note that there is, in the center of these woods, a huge fucking hole, maybe 50 feet wide.
I'm gonna motion for them.
I'm gonna go in that direction.
Are you still watching the farm?
I'm just standing there.
Mig. Reach back and tap Mig. I think he's found it.
Okay, I'm gonna stand single file behind him.
Okay. I could have done this for days.
Sure, you can have.
As you, okay, you wave them down, they come up, they catch up with you. As you turn towards the woods, you guys can also see this just huge hole.
Is it perfectly round?
Near perfectly round. And you can see that there is a rock face going down into this pit. You haven't gotten close enough to see down in it. You do note, well, let's just do it like this. Perception check. You too.
25.
I don't even know why I'm gonna try to run.
He says, "What's that?" Because he doesn't have a good perception.
11.
Okay, you all notice that there are large spider webs, cobwebs, all the way around this hole. And crisscrossing inside of it.
Crunchy.
Crunchy. You gonna let her?
These
I have
are,
something like that.
you notice that the normal spider webs are microscopic. These are more like small ropes.
Mhm.
Okay, just be clear.
Yeah, I'm expecting spiders the size of a large dog or a small horse.
So
I'm also expecting them to be crunchy and good with ketchup.
Varys looking at the various spider webs in this area. He looks in. So he looks around and he spots the three densest, or the areas with the most dense web, and he ignites
The
the
inside,
three most dense portions with
as
a
you
spark.
actually get right up on it,
Mm-hmm.
you see that all the sides are just completely coated
All of them.
with these webs.
All right, so just
I mean, you can see the rock through it.
so around the
And then
circle.
they go as deep as you can see, but you cannot see the bottom of this pit.
You got a lighter?
I have something better. I lift up my right hand and I snap 3 times as 3 different fires start on webs in various locations.
Okay. You also feel a warm breeze coming out of the hole before you lit the fire.
I was gonna say it's about to be really hot.
I dropped one. Oh well.
Oh no! Not another one.
Very large spiders, like almost knee high to you guys, except for you, are scurrying out.
Are they
I got a gold piece that says these aren't the aggressive ones. We just disturb the nest, wait for the big ones.
You noted that the fire that you caused did burn specifically. Didn't necessarily burn all the webs, but they did good damage. It didn't continue burning.
Are any of them headed our direction?
They just scurried out to the edge and they're crouching, hiding.
Yep. These are the babies. Wait for the big ones.
Well, they're almost knee high, so in a swarm they could probably do some damage. I'm gonna snap a few more times and cause some more fires near where they're hiding, and hopefully burn some of
Well,
them.
they're outside of the hole.
Oh,
They came out up to the rim of the hole,
okay.
and there's webs outside of the hole also.
Now, in this hole, is it straight down or is it curved? Is it slanted?
For what you can see, straight down. There's a lot of shadow from the woods around it. Again, warm breeze coming up. What you can see, there's rock face going. You can see 50-ish feet down before it starts getting too dark.
Are my fires spreading downward?
They start to a little bit and then they just kind of dwindle out. The webs don't seem that flammable.
Will my dark vision help in any of this?
Not from the outside.
Yeah, I've only got 50 feet of rope. And 10.
50 feet of rope and a 10-foot pole.
No, and 10 feet of chain.
At least 10 feet of chain is realistic.
10 feet of chain is still heavy.
I get that.
Which is why I only have 10 feet of chain. Does anyone else have rope?
Does anyone else know how to throw a Varus?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Cut a bitch.
I will not care.
So if you take the rope, wrap it around his waist, and then put a big loop on your finger, he's dropping down, pull him back up.
Wait,
Drop him down.
do you have a 10-foot pole? Because if so, I'm fishing for Varus.
You know what? I'm going to
Just say no.
take one of my ever-burning torches, and I'm gonna drop it down the hole.
Sorry, my bow staff probably won't help.
Are you side or are you kind of giving it a little...
I'm giving it a
bit?
toss, so
Okay, give
like
me a little
it'll
toss towards the middle.
yeah,
Okay,
just so it'll float out and hopefully
it falls. You can see it. It's falling. About 10 seconds later, you can't see it anymore. looking at him.
Varys was gonna turn toward Oni and say something, and he just.
I'm Oni. I'm going to eat now. You think?
I don't really have anything that'll get me down there. And 50-foot rope is very obviously not enough. Was the disappearance of the flame, like, sudden?
Oh no, it faded out.
Okay. So it's really fucking deep.
How long does an ever-burning torch burn?
Literally forever. And it isn't a hot flame either. It's a cool flame. And it doesn't go out.
Cool, bro.
Yeah. It is, truly.
You know any tricks that'll make me fall slow?
No, I don't, unfortunately. I have some tricks that'll make your attacks really accurate, but it's not gonna help us right now. Well, fuck.
The spider friends, a few of them start just heading back down in.
How thick did you say these webs were?
Are you familiar with 550 cord and
No.
climbing rope? There's some similar thickness to climbing rope.
Oh,
Let's go
perfect.
catch some spiders.
Why do we need to catch some spiders? If it's the same thickness as climbing rope and spider webs, like pound for pound, some of the densest, most durable crap, it'll support us.
Well, until you burn it.
Yeah, so let's go catch some spiders and descend.
Or, hear me out here. Oni reaches down and starts collecting spider webbing off the side.
How much is left?
I will start going around the edge and just collecting spider web. The entire time, just completely deadpan staring Barris in the face.
And are you just balling it up, or what are you doing?
I'm kind of twisting it up so it'd be like,
So you're trying to go for strands.
yeah.
Okay. What kind of craft skills do you have?
I've been working on the ship stuff, and part of that would be including tying the Moors.
I like that. I like that. Many of these come into junctions where they're welded into each other. So you'll have to deal with that. But it is possible. There is some older web in there that is just not.
I'm going to try to avoid the
Yeah,
overlap.
it gets brittle. It
Yeah, I'll just
disintegrates.
toss that away.
Okay. Good plan. See, I'm happy with this.
And after about a football field's worth, I'll start trying to tie it up together, knotting one end against a tree.
Okay.
Giving it a good tug that I can lean back on, making sure it's holding my weight. Stuff like
Your
that.
weight.
Mhm.
Okay, you're gonna need like at least 5 strands for that. One for them together. 5.
He's not untangling it. I mean, he's just taking.
Have you seen him?
Yes, he's pretty fucking big. You're not a large creature, are you?
Mhm.
Oh, you are a large creature.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna take quite a bit to hold him.
Look at the miniatures. We made his miniature
Yes.
the right size now.
Yes, I am aware.
He's 10 feet tall.
Okay, so you're probably like, what, 1,000 pounds?
about that, yeah.
Okay.
I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I'll have them start testing the weight on it while I gather up a couple more strands so that I can thicken it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go,
Basically, after I've got the length of that one, I'm going to start spiraling other strands around it to create a thicker, more durable
Okay,
cord.
and while Mega's testing the weight, I'm actually gonna go fishing. I'll take my chain, attach it to the rope, and I'll throw it in and kind of pull up a bunch of extra web.
While you guys are doing this, you can see that the spiders are scurrying around trying to figure out what's pulling on their webs. Because you'll tug on one spot, and they'll all come over to see what it is. Just like when a fly goes into the spider web, they're coming over to see what it is.
Has anything bigger been coming towards us at all?
Let's do a perception check.
Oh, wow. 18.
I'm really busy what I'm doing. 16.
13.
Yep.
So waist high.
Told you the bigger ones would be coming out, and I'm just gonna boot kick it back into the hole.
It's not out of the hole.
Okay.
They are in on the sides of the hole. And they have lots of little spikes.
Nice.
Cool. That was cool.
That was pretty good.
It's a jumping spider. Let's see what we got. They have little spiders around them. I didn't expect to do that. That's good. Cool. But if I can like this one. Okay. No. Anyway. I mean, you can see them down there. They're not really moving around much, but the little spiders seem to be
The
going
more
to and
tenured hunters are being patient and waiting to
As,
verify that it is food.
As I'm pulling up my current load, I'm gonna, as I spot these things, I pull out my rifle. I'm gonna do some spider hunting.
Okay. Roll it. Well, we should do initiative. I don't have that many dice.
Snake attack round.
19.
Of the 3 spiders you see on the wall, in missile range, not in melee range.
I attack the one right below me.
Okay. What did you get?
21 for attack.
Okay, so you.
What did you
got
get for
that.
initiative?
We didn't roll initiative yet.
He did tell us to roll
That's
initiative.
okay. Don't worry about it.
No, that was important because I was going to make him knock.
What?
I was going to make him not.
Okay. So roll initiative then.
Damn it.
Okay. So you have the initiative markers.
I do.
Give me a Varus.
Okay.
And Aaron, you just sit down.
Alright.
What did you roll?
23.
What was yours, Oni?
19.
And go ahead and give me the 3 bad guys.
1, 2.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Sorry guys.
3.
Oh, really sorry guys. Yeah, nice knowing you guys. No. Okay, so we have,
That's 3.
doesn't matter. Spider's a spider. They
Fair
don't
enough.
have, they don't have names. Okay, so you're about to you're initiating, so I'm gonna give you a sneak attack, and somebody wants to try to stop you. That's you, Dave.
I know. But he beat my initiative, so. He get to do what he going to
Well,
do.
but it's not a surprise to you because he's standing there next to you shouldering a rifle. What are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
I would wait on that.
So as I'm pulling it up to aim. Why?
Well, because the big ones have not done anything yet. They have not been moving, they have just been sitting there waiting. Which means, 1, there's probably a lot more than just these 3. And 2, there could be even bigger spiders, and I'm going to go with if you shoot one of them, we're going to find out how many more.
But what's going to be easier for us? Fighting them right here on level ground as they're crawling up toward us? Or fighting them in the cave where they are in their natural environment?
You know, what will be easier is us getting this rope all figured out, and then we go over to the sides. We set big fire up along the sides, which will provoke the little ones from spreading again, possibly also getting the big ones to move. Then we start our descent where they're all going that way.
But the fire's not going to burn forever. And they'll come to assist the rest of their hive, I'm assuming?
Eventually. But if we make a big enough fire, they're going to deal with that first.
Nest.
Come into my den, said the spider to the fly. Den.
Den.
A den of spiders.
Okay.
That's just my 2 bits.
Honestly, I would prefer to get rid of them before we descend into the den of spiders. Simply because if we get rid of some of them now, we don't have to deal with those same ones later. If we start a big fire, yes, we will delay them, but we are only delaying the inevitable. And then we'll have to deal with more at once.
Okay, fun fact, hold on. I'm gonna pull out both my tasers.
What's going on, Chad?
You're gonna pull out both your tasers.
Yeah.
Is anybody watching the chat?
No.
There's nothing really going on.
Hi, chat people.
A whole bunch of people in the chat talking. Pull out both my tasers and just jam them into the webs. Spider webbing is electrically conductive.
Hot damn. No shit.
Hopefully we're not touching it.
Give or take.
Standing on it. You're standing on it. It's all over the place.
Great.
I'm wearing big ass rubber boots.
But I need a fact check on that. How conductive is it? Like water conductive? It's Google. I know you have your computer right in front of you. So.
I know it's called spider silk, but how close is it biologically to worm silk?
Chemically speaking, it's going to be very similar, but not. We'll find out here.
Apparently they turn it into electrical wire for medical devices.
Nice.
Spider silk conducts heat at a rate of 416 watts per meter Kelvin.
What about electrons?
And stretching it to its 20% limit increases the conductivity by 20%.
Heat conductivity. What about electrical conductivity? It's really quiet in here.
Yes, it is, because everyone's looking for the answer here.
Yeah.
Let's see right here.
If you've watched us before, you'll notice that, or note that we really are fact oriented. Sometimes more facts than we need.
Non-conductive.
They're conductive under
Certain-
particular,
Yeah.
or they're conductive in particular circumstances.
Okay,
But generally,
coupled
speaking,
with
no,
the
they
fact,
would just burn.
coupled with the fact that they are actually literally grounded.
Yes, but
I'm
anything,
gonna give you-
anything touching a grounded wire would still receive a shock.
Not nearly as bad.
Well, no.
I mean, if you were,
Path of least resistance and all that.
it's
yes.
like touching to the ground, and you're just on the ground, so it's not gonna. It's like an electrical wire. Anyway,
It's not it's not technically considered conductivity due to the fact that the material is simply ionizing, which allows electrons to flow.
okay. So I will give you 3 dead spiders close to you.
Cool, I'll take it.
And I'm gonna shoulder
Or
that.
3
I'm gonna finish shouldering.
3
shouldering.
falling spiders.
I'm gonna finish shouldering that rifle and shoot the nearest large one.
No stopping them this time?
Nope.
Okay. Now roll it. We already have our initiative.
15. 16? 15.
On a rifle shot, surprise. Let's
They-
call it.
They lose their agility on a surprise.
No dex bonus.
Alright, that's what I meant.
I'm gonna call it a hit.
Okay.
Damage.
We're looking at. There we go.
Probably look to see what the book has for spiders.
We're looking at 6 damage. Oh wait, no. You said sneak attack, so plus. Uh, 12 damage.
Phase spider. No wait.
It's no. We're not going there. Those little shits are trouble. Well, those big shits, I should say. Those big shits are trouble.
You did 6. You. I see. I don't even know that spiders actually make sound. They always do in the movies. So we're gonna say it squeals, screeches, it ouches. It didn't like that. How about that?
Giant spider has 3 hit die. Which is.
Brennan.
Yeah.
Brennan.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Which one did you shoot at?
The one right below me.
It's unhappy and starting to move down, but another one moved up. Both still visually, both visually still within your sight.
Okay. Unhappy.
Well, now what?
I'm just gonna keep shooting spiders. That's what Varus is gonna do. He's gonna shoot spiders in a hole.
Little ones or big? Just the big ones.
Just the big ones. Unless the little ones are swarming to.
Well, when you fire, the little ones are moving away from the location that you are at,
Mm-hmm.
and others are moving away from the sound. They don't care for the sound.
Okay, well, it's gonna be fucking loud in that hole.
It is a really big hole.
Do you got any grenades, or was that Crom's got them all?
I have some grenades. I prefer to reserve them for dire situations since we don't really have access to any
so
more.
spiders aren't a dire situation? Sorry. Burn it with fire!
Lighting the house on fire and using one of my very limited grenades. Actually, wait a minute. I picked up a spell for this purpose.
I'm just saying, it would be a lot of fun to sit here, throw the grenades into the web, watch it go like this, watch all of the spiders go near it as close as they can because there's something jiggling in their web.
I'm going to cast Abundant Ammunition on my grenade pouch, which replaces the ammo taken from the pouch for 1 minute per level. Level 2, so 2 minutes.
Don't let this go to your head, but you're fucking brilliant.
I have my moments, as few as they are.
Okay, so what is our goal here?
We're gonna start picking up, taking grenades out of his pouch because we've got a limitless supply for the next couple of minutes, and we're gonna start chucking them into the web.
So let's suspend time here. Grenades
Yes.
have us. There is this thing called cook-off time. Are
Yeah.
you aware of this?
The time between pulling the pin and releasing the trigger.
Oh, and it's, I'll tell you what, there's the longest seconds in your life.
So I've heard.
Done this. Several occasions.
I've also heard it's not a really good idea because the timer isn't always accurate.
No, grenade fuses are not
They're
accurate
iffy.
at all.
They're 3-ish seconds.
Well, no, actually, it's
Ish.
1, 2, 3, throw. If you're like throwing them in a bunker so that they can't pick them up and throw them back out.
Mm.
That's the standard. Accuracy? Yeah, maybe not. I played with a lot of grenade fuses.
Yeah.
Which are just blasting caps. So,
Yes.
So that said, I assume that you're going to cook these off.
Yeah, I mean, we're some of them yes, some of them no. I'm not going to think about it right off the bat, but as I can see that it's going,
So
quite a ways down before
how many total are you going to attempt to do this with?
as many as
Where-
I can in a 2-minute window. And David's also pulling grenades out of my pouch,
What happens
or Oni.
per se?
Okay, so
If you cast this on the pouch and then just turn the pouch upside down.
because you have to pull the pins on the grenades.
The magic doesn't allow for it, unfortunately.
Okay.
I've already looked into that.
I wasn't. That's a fair question. I'm
It is
just like,
absolutely a
But
fair
the way
question.
that a grenade works is you have to take the grenade. Now okay. Here's grenade class. Pulling a pin on a grenade does not make it start ticking off its time.
the pin is simply to hold the trigger down in place.
The pin holds what's called the spoon, and the spoon you flick that off, and then you start your count, your 3 count drop. Also, keep in mind, if you can see the grenade, you can be damaged by it.
Let's take a step back from the hole.
Yeah, let's get about 20, 25 feet away, and then we'll just start playing.
Croquet.
Yeah.
Clop, clop, clop. I would definitely suggest not doing croquet because that the fuse on there wouldn't let it roll right. But anyway, and a grenade is roughly like this size. So, and then you'll have the spoon on the outside, and the pin that holds the spoon down.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm casting on the pouch.
I'm
We're
going
gonna
to
start
say
hucking
that in the
grenades
6,
in.
since you're cooking them off, 3 seconds per. You have 2 per round.
I'll throw some of them immediately,
So now,
just to
how long
get
does this
further down.
this effect last on this?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. So
The round
we're
is
talking-
6 seconds.
So 2 per round, and a round is 6 seconds. So that's 20. We're talking 40 grenades you can throw
Each.
each. 30 each, because it's going to be difficult for him reaching in the pouch and you reaching in the pouch and
Fair enough.
okay. So there is no specific target. You're just doing a random clear this out.
Yeah. The blast radius on the grenades is 20 feet. So it'll be a 40 foot. So it'll hit a good portion of the hole unless some of them like reach the center area. And then it should hit the entire hole. Oh no, it shouldn't, because you said it was 50 foot diameter?
About 50 foot across.
Okay. Yeah, so it should,
Circameter.
yeah, circameter. So it should hit most of it. In any instance. But
For lethality, it'll only what I've already got there. So anyway, okay, so you start off your flurry. You're pretty impressed. You haven't seen shit like this before. The larger spiders carefully, cautiously move away. You see several more that you had not seen before, but they were within vision. They were just hidden really well, stealthy.
camouflage.
And they clear away from the opening. And you can guess that your barrage of shrapnel, which we've discussed the effects of shrapnel before, reality shrapnel, not necessarily whatever they're calling it in here. You're guessing that the extent was at least 100 feet down. With the flurry of explosions, there's also been a large swarm of bats coming out. This, coupled with the spiders, is really exciting the spiders. Now there is a really meal-rich situation going on for the spiders with all the bats leaving during hours that they normally wouldn't be. Flurry of activity all over the place. If your desired effect was clearing that specific range, there you go. How much spider silk were you gathering up as far as making rope?
About 400 feet worth.
About 400 feet. In a normal rope situation, I'd worry about this. I'm just going to leave it for the spider silk. But 400 feet of rope, normally you don't go more than 100 feet of rope because you go past that and the rope's weight is almost too much for the rope.
Mm.
It's sort of like having a chain that's too long. It can't hold itself.
Yeah.
Literally. So, you've cleared that section. Go.
I'm going to.
Are there any spider bits up on the edge?
You didn't necessarily see any spiders explode.
I was just wondering if like bits.
It's possible. It's possible.
I'm gonna go over to the edge and look over so I can see like what kind of
Damage.
mess we're looking at now.
What you can
After the
see-
bats have done clearing away.
What the bats are coming up through the center because they know that they're spiders. You can see there's a couple spots where the webs have been, because this is like coated with webs.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see rock through them, but where there's been random explosions here and there, there's holes in the webs. Yeah, maybe there's a dead spider clump here and there, but the majority of the spiders have all just moved away to the sides and are in place at the moment. There's a bunch of explosions. There's a lot of shock going on, shock and awe.
Yeah. In a big round stone chamber where they're very sensitive to vibration and everything else.
Yeah, but again, as far as
Oh, my fucking spidey sense.
military items go, grenades aren't as deadly as everybody thinks they are.
If you're laying on them.
Don't lay on them.
I was always under the impression that a grenade is meant to do a lot of superficial damage to take troops out of the fight and make the other army have to pay a lot of money for repairing them.
Very much so. Takes 3 soldiers to help 1 wounded. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
That's the theory anyway.
Fuck you, Bob.
I'm tempted to cast just one more time to throw out the densest groupings of spiders.
Explain what you're doing.
What do you think, Oni? Another
None of-
volley?
During all of this, the spiders have not attacked. Is there any actions you want to take at all?
I mean,
You haven't said anything, so I just want to check with you.
I'm trying to. So the bats are coming up the center.
Bats are
Spiders
all
are
flying
scurrying.
straight up here and out. Some of them
Has
are.
anything come anywhere near to where it's trying to attack in any way, shape, or
Nope.
form?
Nope.
Okay, then there's really nothing I can do at this point.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming further down, it is further than 20 feet, right?
You can see almost 50 with decent light,
Okay.
100 with poor light. Beyond that, you're nothing. You can't tell. You're in the light. You can't see in the dark.
But
You get in the
is
dark,
there
you might be able to
anything?
see.
Is there anything coming towards us that we are not seeing?
There is no apparent attacks or aggressive movements towards you. There's one upset squirrel up in the tree. He's been calling you some really bad things if you speak squirrel. Anybody
tempted right now.
speak squirrel?
I mean, as long as you got the rope.
No, that's the thing,
Sorry,
is I don't have
I
the rope.
don't have time or meant to feed it.
What? I'm really tempted to pull an owie.
Which would be hilarious. And at the same time, probably kill you.
I know. I'm expecting the bats to kind of break my fall.
Ah! How much fall do you think bats can break?
See, it's more than 20 feet. I can't do a slow fall.
As many as are hitting me, like at least taking some off.
How much does a bat weigh? Probably a little less than 3 pounds.
Oh, no, way less than that.
Okay, a little less than a
Depends
pound.
on the
Are they actual bats or are they something else?
No, these are bats.
Okay.
They're small bats. They're
1 pound going up versus 1,000
very
going down.
small.
We
They're
need
not
a
like
lot
they're
of
not like
bats.
vampire bats. This is England style country. There's not bats the
So-
size of small dogs.
Not some weird creature half bat thing.
Balls on that motherfucker.
Not
These
as
are,
far
these
as
are
I
like
can tell.
fruit bats.
Ah!
Okay.
Fruit
Well, they're
bats.
cute when they're little.
Yeah, they are.
They really are.
little sky foxes.
They really are.
Look up, since you're not doing anything anyway. Look up indigenous bats to United Kingdom.
Yeah, so I turned to Oni. What do you think, Oni? Another volley or just go with what's left?
Oh, I don't know. The spiders haven't done shit.
Yet.
I say we just try to climb down this goddamn thing.
It's the big ones I'm worried about.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. You can start to climb down,
We'll see if you die.
and if any starts to crawl toward you, I will shoot them.
Don't shoot me.
I'm a pretty good shot.
Don't shoot me.
I promise nothing, but I'm a pretty good shot.
Okay, I will abide by your plan under one circumstance.
Yes.
You're tying one end of this rope around your ankle, and I'm tying one end of this rope around my wrist. Because if you shoot me and I fall, you're coming with me.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I'm just gonna start climbing down the side. I figure between the rocks and the spider web, I can
Or-
probably maintain a decent.
Or, if we're gonna go that far,
you just need the rope to climb down yourself.
how about you tie me to your back facing away from you so I can shoot spiders as they come toward you?
Look, I was alive when alien resurrection happened, and that was a bad idea.
Master Blaster situation.
Yeah.
But you're not
That-
Bob. You're not Bob.
You were not Bob. That's straight up. I was gonna get that thing. So you can have a midget with a crossbow. It's gonna be a thing. But yes, I'm just gonna start climbing down it. Fuck it.
I'm gonna have my rifle at the ready.
Meg, what are you doing?
Well, someone's got to watch their back, I guess.
That's what I'm doing.
So you're gonna watch the angry squirrel
Because that's what's behind us.
Well, if
and a tree.
it's probably not the whatever. I mean, I don't know. I
Wow,
can't.
that was a sentence rivaling Neff there. She said she's gonna watch this.
Eat my shorts.
As you climb down, you can see spiders moving about, but not necessarily aggressively. They seem curious.
Yeah,
They
probably.
want to make friends. They want to hold hands. They want to give you a hug and build you a blanket.
I am not Native American. No.
Do I
Happy
need to
Indigenous
climb
Peoples
down
Day.
and start shooing away bugs off of
Build you
them?
a blanket and
Yeah.
wrap you.
You're wrapping up in a cocoon.
Yeah.
I was going for the pox blanket. Yeah, I'm just gonna climb down. And if they get too close, if they get within arm's reach, I'm just gonna swat at them.
They aren't currently. So how far are you going?
What I guess will be about 300 feet.
About 300 feet. So at about 100 feet, you guys lose sight of him.
Do I see any of the spiders moving down toward him?
None of the ones that you can see are moving towards him.
Mick,
Yes.
I'll play Overwatch. Go down after Oni, please.
No, we're boycotting Blizzard.
Okay, I won't play Overwatch.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our first 10-minute break, 10-ish minute break.
Important date.
And the Kraken reaches up and just squeezes you until your eyeballs pop. Wrong game. Okay, so you're scaling down the wall, and you said you guys were going to try to join and follow down on the rope?
I was telling Meg that as she descends, I would cover her descent.
So he's watching my 6.
Technically speaking, he's watching your 12.
My 12. Whatever.
Your 6 is below you.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
6 is behind you.
Well, it depends. Is the
I'll
clock
watch that
laying
too.
down?
You'll watch
the
it
clock
all,
standing
baby.
Watch you round the clock.
But technically, time keeps on slipping.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Wax on, wax off.
They're just soldiers now. We don't call them wax.
Beat you.
So you're just going to keep going down. Okay.
Yup.
Your difficulty for rope climbing is a disadvantage because climbing down a rope that somebody's already climbing down is like going down a fire pole. Especially
my
somebody
climb's pretty good.
Especially somebody who weighs as much as he does.
My climb's pretty good.
Yes, but she's going before you.
Yes.
How's your climb?
Pretty good, actually.
Oni,
Typically, a rope would give you
How's
a
your rope
bonus
climb?
too.
My climb is excellent.
My climb's at a 9.
9.
Like total roll of?
No, the skill is a
modifier.
The
9.
skill is a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
I assume that
Oni's a 17.
you all have dark vision.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I do.
I do.
you can see in the
As
darkness.
do
I
I.
can see within 60 feet.
You come down this rock face. You do come to an area where there is bats on there. They're not interested in you. They're just tiny little things. But the cave itself starts sloping, turning, and then levels out, and you can find footing on ground.
So much easier since there's a torch here.
Yes, there is a torch down there.
Okay. I'm gonna start just
There's also many
bones and
various. There's a fucking mountain of bones and bug carcasses and
Bunch of chitin.
everything from the spiders above.
Is there webbing on those mounds as well?
you don't know, you're not down there.
Oh well, fair
Yeah,
enough.
he's like way
Yeah,
out.
I'm still covering.
But
her
to
descent.
answer his question for you, you passed by the portion where the webbing was. There's not really that much after 200 feet. A little bit here and there, but not nearly.
I'm out of soda again.
Son of a bitch.
I know, right?
As Meg descends, do I see anything encroaching upon her?
No.
Or do I see anything as I'm descending?
You see, as you get down to about 200 feet, the spider webs start. There seems to be less and less. As you reach down to, what did I say, 200 feet?
Something like that.
You get down to about
200
200 feet. You start to see skeletons of different types. There are some humanoid. really strange. Do a perception check.
As soon as she's out of view, as long as the spiders aren't moving in, I'm gonna go after him.
He sent you down to make sure it's safe.
Nice. What a great way to spin it.
$18.
I will explain what you see when he arrives also. That way the super element of surprise is there. So you're headed down.
Yeah, 16 on my climb.
Same thing. You start to get to the bottom, you see lots of remains. Perception check was what, 66?
16.
16. You note that all of the humanoid skeletons, those at least corporeal enough to be in solid pieces, are flipping you off.
Yeah, just got a lot of fingers sticking up.
Yes, yes. And then you hear roll versus charisma.
Roll versus charisma or roll charisma?
Charisma.
4?
4. Okay, you failed your charisma save. He's chuckling in the corner. They're flipping him off. Oh!
Nice. All right.
They're flipping him off, but yet I'm ahead of him.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it on text right there.
Nice. A lot of little fingers. All right. I'm just gonna walk past him. Well, not necessarily. I'll step on every middle finger that's in my path.
So this cave, still 50 feet, but it's now turning to where it's leveling out a little bit. Still sloping down. You can see way up ahead, almost a greenish glow.
I'm gonna use my magnifying vision.
Okay.
To look up ahead, and it is up to 20 times magnification.
I'm gonna have you throw a perception on top of that.
Yeah. $24.
Bio-luminescent fungi. Without the clap, bio-luminescent fungi.
Well, I hope they didn't have the clap. Different species.
You know, cross-contamination.
Fair enough.
If they are a fun guy, you never know.
You want to stay away from those fun guys. I let my party know.
Thank you.
Mig, Oni, there are some bioluminescent mushrooms up ahead. Please don't eat them.
We both know what's going to happen here.
Please don't eat them.
Look, I'm just saying. I'm warning you now.
Well, I do have iron guts, so just saying.
It's a mushroom.
I'm walking ahead. Just all right. I'm trying to mentally prepare for this.
So about
let's go.
100 feet ahead, you do see the faint green glow of these bioluminescent. Don't eat his bullets. Of these
Please don't eat my
bioluminescent,
bullets. I need them.
bioluminescent, tiny little mushrooms. Save versus poison.
Constitution. Or fortitude.
17?
Okay, now
No, I'm sorry. 23.
23. Now save
Forgot.
versus intelligence or intelligence save.
Oh, nice.
Nice. We're gonna pause you there. What are you two doing?
I'm not dumb enough to try and eat that.
I'm watching in disgust and see.
Yeah,
you
I'm
see-
like,
Off the walls.
I really would.
What you see is him almost in slow motion. Sit down. His eyes roll back, and he gets a really big grin on his face.
Oh, and he's fucking high.
How you feel
How you
there,
feeling?
Ernie?
You don't hear them, but you do hear the little mushroom that's talking to you. And he's asking you how you're doing.
I am doing very well.
He's got
Thank you for
legs
asking.
and a little suit. Now, your intelligence save lets you know
What
that
are you
you are
looking for?
you are tripping hard. You know you're tripping, but this is really, really balls.
I am fucking excellent right now. How are you, little mushroom?
Eat me, bitch.
Oni's lost his mind.
So you see him licking his hands.
And so, are these fungi covering the entire cave surface, ceiling, walls, and
They
ground?
seem to be on any surface that is 90 degrees or more. So they're
Okay.
walls up, nothing on the floors.
Is there any plant matter in the area beside the fungi?
No.
Hmm.
There is what seems to be dirt, dust, soil.
I'm just gonna.
Guano. I've been using that, by the way.
Guano loco.
Guano logo.
Oh, I love that.
Did
You're welcome. I also love Guano logo.
Did Oni pick up the torch?
Yes.
Is Oni still holding
Oni's
the torch?
playing with the torch right now.
I'm gonna grab my other. Actually, I'm gonna grab my lantern.
You two, perception check, quick.
A lot. 18, 28,
know, right?
28.
Okay, you realize before he does it, he's about to set his hat on fire.
It can't. It won't set anything on fire.
Try to stop him.
I'm not gonna try to stop him because I'm not worried. To him, this is gonna look fucking amazing because he's gonna try and light his hat on fire, and his hat's gonna be fireproof.
You have a magic hat.
I'm gonna get my lantern out.
Roll a d10.
I'm gonna get my celestial lamp out and just.
7.
He is tripping for the next 7 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my lantern and just sit there with my lantern on the nearest rock and or pile of soil that I can find, waiting for Oni to finish his trip. All the meanwhile sighing heavily.
Yeah. I'm kind of right there with Varys. I knew not to touch that shit.
So
So Meg, how was your descent?
Uneventful.
you slip into this
Were you
situation
wanting
where
the spiders to
now
attack?
Not
there's
really.
one large mushroom at the top of the ceiling, and all of the other mushrooms are like going like this around it as it sings. And there's just like a mushroom concert going on.
Can I
And all
get
of
the
a sudden-
big one?
And all of a sudden, but can you what?
Can I get the big one?
No, because it's way up there.
I'm gonna try.
You would have to jump
I'm gonna try.
10 times your height.
I'm gonna
He's
try.
gonna try. It's just.
You see Oni stand up and jump, and you see him going like this, like he's flying or something.
If he starts singing Whiter Shades of Pale, I'm going to bust up laughing.
Well, you just ruined the whole joke, didn't you?
You bitch.
So you start coming out of it about 7 minutes later. It's like, wow.
You scrape some more off
Getting
the
an
walls
empty
for later
pouch.
use.
Yep, that's exactly what Just going back to my cabin.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to give these to Crom.
But you can see farther down that the the luminescence as the mushrooms are all denser together is just lighting this place up like daytime.
I'm definitely all ears and eyes at this point, going further into the cave, frequently using my magnification to see what's ahead.
About 100 yards down the hall, the cave, you can see where it starts to slope down out of view again.
All right. We've got another vertical tunnel coming up.
Yeah.
I
You
see
okay
it.
over there?
Yes,
Okay.
I am doing very well. Thank you for your concern.
He has new friends.
Did I introduce you?
So as you approach this downward sloping, you can just get to the point where it's just a little bit too steep to be walking, because you'll start sliding here soon. You're losing footing, and you can see as it goes down that the tunnel seemingly just ends, but everything below is green glow, and you can't really make out any specific mass other than what looks like it looks like a really green version of Google Maps overlooking a island.
I'm gonna try to use my vision magnification and determine, and actually with my cyber eyes, there is a distance laser or a viewfinder, whatever it's called.
What is the maximum range of that? Because laser rangefinders
No, they don't have unlimited range, but it's from the year 2075 or something like that. So I'd estimate several thousand feet, a couple miles.
It shits out at 2 kilometers. It's definitely more than 2 kilometers down.
So the descent here. Yes, please. The descent here is more than 2 kilometers down. What do we want to do?
Continue going down.
It'll be a slide from here on out.
Okay.
And a very long fall. 2 kilometers.
Yes.
Is it solid ground or is it liquefied?
She would approve as well.
At
Pass it on.
2 kilometers, liquid is solid ground.
We know this. Ooh. Yeah.
Yep.
For those of you that can't see it, they're looking at a coloring book that requires all of the felt tip pens.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't see a floor to this cave ahead. You just see, as if you were looking down from space into a green abyss, a fluorescent green abyss.
Do I see anything that looks like a no, body of water isn't going to help us.
Well, there's body of water around this island that seems to be below you.
It's not going to help us.
But that's about all you can see, because you're looking through, like,
Yeah, even zoomed in, it's not.
it's definitely a tunnel view.
Downside of just sliding down.
Falling 2 kilometers. It's not a solid. It just the slide ends right, and then it's just a fall from there. Yeah. So we would slide a bit, and then
So it's like one of those science fiction, you're falling down the air chute and then there's nothing.
yeah.
Okay.
So a massive underground cavern. It's glowing. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna look around my immediate area, see if there's any doorways, any tunnels leading off of this particular area. Nothing.
It's actually smoother than it was up before because the weathering and such. But the volcanic nature of the floor is pretty smooth. The mushrooms have, dropped some. They're dead. There's some soil, so to speak, on below. Makes it a little bit slick because it is kind of damp in there. There's a lot of warm air coming out of here.
Between us, I don't know what we have for material, so maybe we can make like a fucking parachute, essentially. Something to slowly descend, or, something to prevent us from reaching terminal velocity.
It's more than 20 feet, so I can't do a slow climb or whatever that is called.
See, now I'm really wishing I
Slow
took...
rather
fall.
more than 20 feet.
I can't do a slow fall.
Wait, what's the...
Okay.
You don't have a spell, do you?
I don't have a spell, but Oni might have a shirt we could use.
Oni
I
might
mean,
have a shirt
his-
that he can use.
Well, Oni's shirt's pretty big.
I have a vision of a kid jumping off a roof with an umbrella right now. Not,
I tried
not
that.
a good idea.
I tried that as a kid. It doesn't work.
I tried it too.
Well, I didn't know
I didn't
if
break
Oni's shirt
anything.
was big enough.
Maybe for one of us,
True.
but not both of us and Oni.
Okay. You know, it's supernatural. I got my key pull, and that's not gonna do us any good.
At this point, Varys just not wanting to jump down a 2-kilometer hole
Yeah.
and slam into water. He just
My
wants to turn around and go back
Acrobatics.
because I am not
again,
prepared
so
for it.
do anything.
Oni, do you have any ideas? Can we safely
Ask
descend
the
2 kilometers?
Well, I'm pretty sure that these would make me fly.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
You weren't on them, you wouldn't know.
We didn't see you lift off.
I'm gonna
We
use,
saw
I'm
you
gonna use
high
detect
as a
magic.
kite.
I'm gonna spend several rounds detecting magic, which will essentially give me all of the magic within a.
Did we miss any, corridors or side passages or anything?
It would give me.
You can go back. When you go back, you can start doing searches or.
So it would give me the presence of magic, the number of auras, and the most powerful of the strongest, as well as the strength and location of each aura. And that's items or entities.
You can see several small points on Oni. Like there's one little pendant that's a key.
Yeah. But in my,
Oh,
I'm not
you mean
here, not
other
certain
than
my
the
characters, other than my party.
Other than you and the people around you, nothing. Zero. Abso-fucking-lutely. Wait.
No magic.
Wait.
No.
Over in the pile, way back in the pile of corpses, depending on how long this lasts. We'll talk.
It's about concentration. It'll last as long as I focus on it.
Honestly, I think we should go back to the pile of corpses and see if there's anything there we can use.
Wouldn't hurt. So we're gonna go back and see what there is to use.
The gnoll bodies. There are several gnolls. There's goblin bodies, or what you can. You can't identify all of the corpses here.
Mm-hmm.
There's several humanoids. Most of them flipping you off. There are random cats, snakes, no fish. Oddly enough,
A lot of dead things.
there's a lot of dead things.
Are they all skeletons or are they?
I don't care that they're dead.
Mostly skeletons. There's a couple that are still a little bit viscous and smelly, but the spiders took care of most of the bodily fluids.
If we had enough rope, I'd say let's make a ladder out of the bones and head on down.
2
Making a
kilometers.
ladder out of rope would actually take more rope than you would get on like the ladder.
That and 2 kilometers Do you know what a kilometer is?
Yes, I know what a kilometer is. Sorry.
Okay, we're
1,000
talking
meters.
over a mile.
No, we're
Okay,
not.
well, there's a lot of
Well, 2
corpses
kilometers.
probably.
Oh, yeah, over a mile.
1.6 kilometers is a mile.
You said how long is a kilometer?
No, I know.
And then you said it's over a mile, and I was like, no, 1 kilometer is not over a mile.
2 kilometers, what was you saying?
Yeah.
The 2 kilometers, it's
Okay.
to go down.
Okay,
Doesn't it take
clearly
less
my
than-
idea
less than
does not work.
8 miles to
so-
reach terminal velocity?
Oh, yes. Way less than a mile.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are there anything on the corpses within their belongings that the spiders did not touch?
Yes, I'm
Essentially,
still using-
you are
let's loot
full-
the
If
the
you are
corpses.
full on searching all of this, because this is a pile.
No, I'm looking for magical things in her.
Okay, if you're just looking for magic.
Holy shit, there's a parasail in here.
It is a magical one.
There's an ultralight. What are the chances?
Not very good considering we're in the past and the future. In any case,
He may be looking. Honestly, I just want to search and see if there's anything usable within these corpses.
As you search, you find some money.
hold on.
There's also weapons of varying kinds.
Excuse me.
Oh no, I'm making him.
Now look, I'm looking something up.
Varys
Exactly.
just had an
making him
idea.
work.
Varys just had an idea. If I can find enough material to make a parachute, which I'm pretty sure I can do with my crafting, I can have you guys get into the Vardo, which I produce. Nobody knows that I've had this thing the whole time. You can get into the Vardo.
Did
I can
you
shrink it down,
Seriously, just
and we
pull
can-
out a ship.
a little carriage.
I love it.
Bardo, it's a gypsy
It's a
wagon.
carriage. Yeah.
Okay, well I'm
But I
an
can have
orc.
you guys
I'm
get in
new.
it.
I don't know what he has.
I can have you guys get it. I can shrink it down again, put it in my bag, and then use that one-man parachute to get down.
You still have the Fardo?
I still have the Vardo. I haven't had need of it. I forgot about it.
I would like to be taking that from you after the fact.
What are you gonna use it for?
There's a whole bunch of tools in it.
It's true.
There's a whole bunch of scraps and parts that I will use.
Fair enough.
Quite frankly, I'll use it to piss on every time I think of Jesse.
So, roll a perception check first.
$25.
You are going to find one magic item. You will see her find one magic item. I just have to figure out which one it is.
I didn't see the magic item before she found it.
No, you're both searching at the same time. You're looking through stuff. She grabs down, she picks up a little, whatever I decide it is,
Yeah.
and then you notice it. Hey, look what that bitch got. So,
Look what that bitch got. Hey, bitch, what you got?
I have no freaking idea. Yet. I mean, I could start making shit up again. But I don't think he'd like that.
it'll be very awkward. Ooh, hey, there's some cool stuff here.
Ooh, I like that one. Oops. Let's make it okay.
I have this model, actually.
Ooh.
I have those models too.
Okay, so this is going to be
Papa.
this is going to be all of the fun. So we have one table, two tables. We have three tables. Roll a d3.
I just noticed what your shirt said.
Did you what?
I just noticed what your shirt said.
Right? I think you're the only one.
The lawful on the streets, chaotic in the sheets.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
awesome.
Nope, didn't see that one.
2.
On a d3,
Isn't that a D3?
Roll a d6. and then
Roll a d6. Roll a d6. No, no, no.
yeah,
no.
roll a d6. 1 and 2 is 1. 2 and 3 is 2.
That's it.
Or 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, and
Or
3.
Or
4,
5 and 6.
5, and 6 are 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
3.
Why are you gonna make things complicated now?
Because
Because
I'm
it's
a
me.
fungi.
Nice.
Roll D100.
Ha! Hang on, I got this. You don't.
No, I
Oh, actually, two d10s. You need 2.
yeah, like I have 2 of those.
You should.
Like you should. There is a percentage die. There we go.
This guy? And that guy?
So you have 1, and then you have 0. So this is like, if it landed like this, you have 7.
Okay. Sure.
So we have 20.
20.
20.
Stop.
There's a small golden beetle.
Is it alive?
No, it's a pendant.
Brooch.
Okay. Does it have magical properties?
Yes.
Are you asking him? Or are you asking me?
Varys, does it have magical properties?
I would have asked to. May I take a look at that?
Absolutely.
Can I have that, please?
I want to take
Yes, you may look at it.
I'm going to attempt to identify it.
An aura of strong adjuration and necromancy emanate from this device. It appears to be a silver medallion in the shape of a beetle.
Thought it was gold.
Shut up.
Got 24 on Arcana to identify the magic.
As you hold it, an inscription appears on its surface, letting you know that this is a protective device. You guys totally fucking lucked out on this. Whomever keeps it, that is. You have acquired a scarab of protection.
Cool.
What type of
Well, he
defense
has it
does it?
now.
What type of
No,
defense does it
if-
offer?
Okay, well, I technically did find it, but it's.
Tell him, not me.
Well, I haven't said anything about it because I'm still learning.
The scarab's possessor gains a spell resistance of 20. The scarab can also absorb energy draining attacks, death effects, and negative energy effects. Upon absorbing 12 such attacks, the scarab turns to powder and is destroyed. Approximate cash value, 1,900 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's more useful than its gold value.
Which is funny because you go over here and it says that it's 3,800. What the? Oh, the cost to make it is 1,900. It's worth 38,000. 19,000. 38. It's worth 38,000.
So 24 is
3,800?
38,000.
And you said 9? It can absorb 9 spells?
It
Absorb
can
9.
absorb 12 such attacks.
Thank you.
You're taking it from her.
I'm just writing it down for now,
He's writing it down in his inventory.
so we don't forget it. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, no.
So, am I allowed to have this back? Now that you've looked at
Why are
it?
you asking? You found it. I hand it back to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I let you know that it is a, if you choose to wear it, a charm to prevent magical damage for a time.
If you receive a magical attack, you need to remind me that you have it.
Okay, I have it.
Not right now.
Fine! I'm adding it to my notes.
Scarab of protection.
Got scared of protection.
Not scared of.
I said scarab.
Oh my god, protection!
Not protection, no!
You gotta raw dog it.
Bear back that magic.
Grit your teeth and going in dry.
Oh
Have you heard of the rusty pelican?
And on that note,
Stickers.
So bad. Oh my god. It's asking for trouble is what it is.
That was the only magic item. I think that was worthy of magic items, but yes, that's the only thing you find.
Okay. Do I find any material that I can make a makeshift parachute with?
Most of the cloth you might find is rotted. There's really not anything good. As far as your gleaning of monies from these poor wretched souls that have departed, you get the equivalent of 45 gold.
Alright, so at this point I think we need to prepare before we go.
I just typed it.
At this point I think we need to prepare before we go any further.
What specifically did you have in mind?
Something to help us descend over 1.6 miles.
Out of curiosity.
2 kilometers.
Just
Whatever it is, I don't care at this point.
out of curiosity.
A long way.
How are we going to get back up? Because the hole we can climb up.
Fair enough.
So let's consider that part of the equation.
We would need to have some ability to fly.
Should we maybe go back to the keep and go get the others?
It's not going to help us unless Jaime is going to throw us in our bag again and fly us down. But honestly, at this point, we
Columbus has been
can.
making those little potions. What happens if he makes us a potion of something that makes us float, like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory?
Let's talk to Crumbobulus about it. But we need some way to descend safely and ascend safely.
So, I'm going to force your hand here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9:30 for our time. Our game is over, and I'm going to call it and say that they did head back to the keep to meet with their
Party.
the rest of their party. And we
Group
will
A.
see you again next week. Thank you very much.